color in the sky with all those pretty clouds. And I think I'm going to make it before sundown. Yeah, it looks like I've only got about 10 minutes to where I'm heading. So hopefully I get some good sunset pics today. Sure is pretty. So this is my stop for the night. Free camping at what used to be a visitors information center. Check out the sunset. Pretty. Beautiful views. I'm the only one here, so this should be pretty cool. It was indeed a beautiful sunset. Had a great evening, very quiet, and then got on the road pretty early the next morning. So we're entering the town of WIlcox, Arizona. And now we're heading for Chiricahua.
Turn left at the traffic light.
Chiricahua National Monument. I'm not quite sure how to say it. I'm going to have to ask him when I get there. Cute little downtown.
Continue on East Maley Street.
Oh, that's cool. They've got a train car, the dining car restaurant. Very cute. Right next to the railroad. And I guess that was all of WIlcox. Alright. So we just pulled into Chiricahua National Monument, or whatever it's called. And there was a sign right after the entry that said vehicles over 24 feet not permitted beyond the visitor center. So I guess I'm going to get to go to the visitor center, and that's about it. But check out these rock formations. Pretty cool. So we'll see what we get to see.
On East Rio Light Creek Road.
They seem to like their rumble strips. As I'm approaching the visitor center and I see this trailer on the right hand side up against the road because, oh wait for it, there is absolutely no room for it in the parking lot or a place to turn around if they had come in the parking lot. So this gave me the opportunity to be really grateful that I am no longer towing a trailer. That said, this was still pretty tight. Thank heaven there weren't a whole lot of people here. So I get parked up. It took me a try or two actually because of the way their curbs were set up. No big deal. And once I was parked, then I was able to head over to the visitor center. And when I get over to the visitor center, I was able to get my passport stamped. That was good. But lo and behold, because of COVID, the visitor center itself was not open to the public. And it turns out there are limits to what I can do in the park. And one of those limits is that all I'm able to do basically is go check out Faraway Ranch, which we passed on the way in. So this is going to be a much shorter exploration of this park than I had planned on, but it's still a really good time. So we'll see what that looks like. And apparently, if I'd read the website more carefully, I'd have been able to see that I couldn't go beyond the visitor center. So I'll have to remember to pay more attention to that kind of stuff. formations really are impressive. And Faraway Ranch is supposed to have a bunch of history and stuff, so we're going to check it out. See how tight this parking lot is. Yeah, they don't really seem to want RVs in this park at all. Alright, let's check out Faraway Ranch. Starting with the windmill. And we're going to head on through the gate. Stable, maybe? I don't know, kind of hard to say. Yeah, well, that's definitely a saddle rack, so I want to say stable. That looks like a storage shed of some kind. Apparently they conduct tours, but only on a certain schedule. And of course, just like not reading carefully to know I can't drive through most of the park, I didn't bother to check what the schedule was. I'm gonna guess this is probably like a bunkhouse, would be my guess. Let's see if I can see inside. Well, some kind of house with a fireplace inside. Okay. I guess I'm going to continue along this way, over the bridge. This is pretty. Crossing a dry creek bed. Was originally. So, Neil Erickson came to America from Sweden, joined the Army, and was promoted to first sergeant in the 4th Cavalry at Fort Craig, New Mexico. And while he was stationed there, he met another Swedish immigrant, Emma Peterson, and fell in love. Emma was a maiden companion of the wife of a colonel. Army life separated them for a few years, but they were reunited at Fort Bowie in 1886 and married the following year. After his discharge, they came to Bonita Canyon to live. Neil had little interest in farming or ranching and was often away doing construction work in mining communities, while Emma stayed home with the kids, tending the garden and livestock. Neil became a forest ranger in 1903, and his career took him to many parts of the Arizona Territory. The management of Faraway Ranch fell to the oldest of his 3 children, Lillian. Interesting color choices of pink and green. So Lillian's husband, Ed Briggs, was instrumental in the development of the, I don't know how to say this still, Chiricahua National Monument. Ed and Lillian were married in 1923 and came to live here at her family home, Faraway Ranch. And they developed the ranch for raising cattle and accommodating guests. Appreciated the natural beauty of the area, saw ways to promote it. The monument was established in 1924. Ed surveyed the boundaries and served as a trail construction foreman of the Civil Conservation Corps. In 1887, shortly after the final surrender of Geronimo, was when Neil and Emma Erickson set up the homestead here, and the beginning it was just one small cabin. When Neil became the first ranger of the Forest Reserve, Faraway Ranch served as its headquarters for several years. Life here centered around cattle, but in the summer of 1917, Erickson's daughters introduced a second business accommodating guests. Guests enjoyed walking, watching birds, and riding horses through the wonderland of rocks in the canyon near here. They were also free to watch or help with cattle ranching chores. Cattle and guest ranching operations sustained the life of the ranch until its owners became too well along in years to keep up with the daily turmoil. Today, the heritage of Faraway Ranch is being preserved as a part of the National Monument. The property has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places by the United States government. Alright, so this is the addition. Let's see if we walk around the other side if we can actually see the original cabin. Because I think they just built onto it, from what I was reading elsewhere. Well, now I'm not sure. Alright, so we're going to head back around this way. We might as well keep going to the Stafford cabin. Yahoo Stafford and his young wife Pauline built this cabin using logs cut further up the canyon. Perhaps the cold of winter hastened their effort, as the original cabin was made of unpeeled logs, squared and notched at the corners, and chinked with wood wedges in gravelly mud. The small cabin underwent several additions as the Stafford family grew. The Sonoran earthquake of 1887 shook down the chimney, as well as rocks from the canyon walls, and the hot spring used for irrigating the garden turned cold. The Ericksons purchased the cabin from the Stafford children in 1918 and renovated it for Faraway Ranch guests. The Stafford cabin was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1975. So I wonder if we can see in any of the windows here. Here's some of the original logs. And short doors. Interesting. Okay, you can sort of see inside. Pretty basic. I guess this was just used for storage, even when the cabin was being used. Definitely an addition. Now, let's see what we can see on this side. Not much. Too much sun behind me. Okay, we're gonna head on back to the rig and heading for Tombstone this afternoon. I'm not sure if I'm really gonna get to see anything there or not. I'm probably gonna wind up having to spend the night there because I don't think I'm gonna get any place else much before dark. Well, we're almost into Tombstone. My issue is that I need fuel. In the first place, I thought I was going to get it, didn't have any fuel. Pretty cool looking.
Route 80.
I think I'm gonna go back out to the main road.
At the next stop sign, turn right. At the stop sign, turn right on historic Route 80. In a quarter mile, turn right into the parking lot. Turn right into the parking lot, then arrive at your destination.
Well, we got that one wrong. It's turned left into the parking lot. Alright, this looks much better. The guy at the pump next to me kind of gave me a hard time about topping off on diesel. He said it could like ruin the fuel system. I don't understand that. Doesn't make any sense to me. Let me know in the comments if it makes any sense to you.
Turn right onto South 5th Street, then you will arrive at your destination.
So we're in part of Old Town Tombstone here, and the GPS is telling me basically that I've arrived right here. And what I was looking for was the Tombstone RV dry camping campground, which turned out to be at the bottom of a pretty big hill just below Tombstone. Fortunately, it wasn't too hard to navigate. And yeah, beautiful area. Dry camping is dry camping. This was paid dry camping. I think it was $10 a night, but it was convenient and close to town. And so that made it super easy. I had thought about going out to BLM land instead. This is my site. But I chose not to because I wanted to go into town for dinner. Okay guys, we're in Big Nose Kate's Saloons in Tombstone, Arizona. Let's take a look around. I got a Reuben sandwich on order and a beer, and they're about to start karaoke, so it's probably going to get pretty loud in here. I'm still waiting for food, but look what I do have. Mmm, delicious. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and always remember to sally forth, live your best life, go out and adventure in whatever way works for you.